In your body, oxygen is transported largely by a protein known as hemoglobin. And each hemoglobin can transport up to 4 oxygen molecules. Now, we can actually graph the percentage of hemoglobin that is saturated by these oxygens based off of the partial pressure. As partial pressure goes up, the percentage of saturation of the hemoglobin goes up. But if we change certain parameters like pH, the relationship between partial pressure and affinity or percent saturation changes. Now, if we lower the pH, we make it more acidic. Do you think it's easier or harder for oxygen to bind to hemoglobin? If we make the environment more acidic, we make it harder for oxygen to bind to hemoglobin. Why is that? Well, if you think about it inherently, what is happening at the level of your tissues? Think muscles. When you work out, when you create a lot of activity out of your muscles, you're making the muscles more acidic. Do you want it easier or harder for oxygen to stay bound to that hemoglobin? You want to drop off that oxygen at the tissues, so you want it harder. So, making the environment more acidic by lowering the pH will shift the oxygen hemoglobin affinity curve, and it makes it more difficult for oxygen to bind to hemoglobin. Now you know. Later.